What is up guys, it's your favourite Scotsman Ryan here, and today we are going to take an exclusive first look at the Corsair K70 Rapidfire RGB mechanical keyboard. And yes, that was a damn mouthful to say, and looking at it from a quick glance, yes, it does look exactly like the K70 we are used to, but there are a few key changes here, one of them being that this is the first keyboard to feature Cherry's new switch, which we will talk about in the review. So with that said guys, let's jump in and take a closer look. So let's start with the design. As you can see, the K70 looks like it hasn't changed a lot. The build quality is still outstanding with that solid anodized brushed aluminium backplate that looks simply gorgeous, especially when you have those RGB lights on. We also have a standard 104 key layout with some awesome additions that add to the experience and make life easier for the user, like free level brightness toggle, a Windows lock key, 5 dedicated media keys, and that awesome textured aluminium scroll wheel for volume control. Taking a look at the back, and you will find hardware switch for adjusting the polling rates, but it is worth noting that the default is probably best. This also allows you to switch into BIOS mode for improved compatibility on older hardware. We also have a conveniently placed USB pass-through, which I use for my mouse, and it really does help with cable management as it saves me routing another cable all the way through to the back of the desk and into the PC. So I definitely love when a keyboard includes a USB pass-through, but at this price point I would probably have liked to see at least one more, but at least we have one. So Corsair has once again included their rubber wrist rest, which features a soft touch rubber, and honestly, when you have used a keyboard with this wrist rest, you will never want to go to another keyboard without one, as it is super comfortable and makes using a keyboard for long periods of time so much better. So on the bottom we have some rubber non-slip pads, as well as rubberized flip out feet, and lastly we have the braided dual USB power cord. Just in case you are unaware, if you have USB 3 ports on your PC, you do not have to use both of these connectors. You can simply utilise the one that has the keyboard on it, but if you have old hardware and just USB 2, unfortunately you will have to plug both of these in to get the power for this keyboard to be able to run. So like other Corsair keyboards, they have went ahead and included their contoured and textured keycaps, along with a keycap puller, and they have shown love to both FPS and MOBA players, so that is definitely awesome. So now let's talk about the star of the show and what makes this keyboard special. This is the very first keyboard in the world to feature the all new Cherry MX Speed RGB mechanical switches, which promise lightning quick responsiveness and 100% anti-ghosting technology. The new switches have a 45g actuation force, 1.2mm actuation distance, and a guaranteed durability of above 50 million keystrokes. So all that sounds pretty good on paper, but how does this actually perform in real life usage? Well, first of all, typing on it felt pretty familiar, as we still have that 45g of actuation force like the other Cherry switches, but with an actuation point of just 1.2mm, the name Rapidfire really makes sense. I spent hours gaming on this keyboard and it was an absolute pleasure to use. It's super responsive and probably one of the best keyboards that I have used to date. The response time is super quick and it really shines when you're playing fast-paced games. So in case anyone actually cares, here's a little sample of how the keyboard sounds while you are typing and gaming. So now let's talk about that RGB. We all know that Corsair make the best RGB keyboards on the market that provide super bright, lag-free lighting that is crazy customizable via Corsair's Q software. While I won't bother going into detail as it has already been covered many times, let's give a brief overview. The assignment tab will allow you to assign every single key on the board to your preference. Moving on to the lighting tab, and this will allow you to adjust lighting patterns and choose which direction and speed you like. Here are a few examples. The performance tab will allow you to disable keys if you wish, and anyone who is a true RGB fanatic can jump in and design their own patterns and effects and use them instead of the preloaded ones. You can even go ahead and export these to a drive and take them with you while you are on the go and load them onto other Corsair keyboards. This is probably for people who are super hardcore, as I jumped in and gave this a try, and honestly it takes a lot of time, and if you're going to design your own patterns, good luck. So let's wrap this up. After spending over a week so far with the K70 Rapidfire, I definitely think that I have found my new daily driver. The build quality and finish is awesome, and when it comes to gaming performance, the MX speed switches are the best I have ever tested. This keyboard will retail for $169 in the US and £149 here in the UK, and if you are on the market for a new keyboard, then I would definitely suggest you check this out. So as always guys, if you have any questions about the keyboard, just hit me up down below and you know I will definitely get back to you. So as you've probably guessed so far, this is one of the items that you guys could win in the Corsair swag bag. If you haven't seen the giveaway, I've left a link down below, so definitely get involved if you want. As always guys, stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace!